so we're going to start with the kettlebell warm-up that I had uploaded to Instagram. So we're starting with around the body. We're moving into some goat bags, halos, figure eight to hold, and then the last one will come to me in a moment here. Oh, the lunges. That's what it was. So the movements are round the body, to a hold, goat bag, which is like a good morning, only we're really emphasizing that retraction through the shoulder blades by keeping this guy pulled into the chest. So we're holding it in the front and really retracting through the shoulder blades. And then we're going into a halo. Then we're going into a figure eight to a hold. And then holding it in this position, we'll do some alternating lunges. 30 seconds each, 5 times through, not 5 times through, 4 times through. And then that'll be 10 minutes. Okay. Say again? Just make sure I have everything in frame here. That should be the right. Okie dokie. Okay, is everyone ready to roll? Just follow my lead. 10 seconds. Okay, around the body to a hold, 30 seconds. Keep your arms loose. Keep the bell in your fingers. No manhandling. Don't overgrip. Okay, switching to goat bags. Pull that guy into the chest. Shoulder blades retracted. Push back till you feel your hamstrings. Squeeze your butt, stand tall. Moving into halo, so we're just going to prop that up a bit, elbows in. You're going to open the door, go through the door, around the head, keep a tight orbit. Don't let your elbows slide down your sides. Keep your elbows in front, rested on your ribs. Okay, figure eight to a hold. So through the middle and up. Through the middle and up. And we're moving into our lunges. So bell up at the chest, alternating your lunge steps. Keep those shoulders back and down. Okay, back to around the body. What was the next one? Goat bags. Right. Thanks, team. I was testing you. Keep those shoulder blades retracted, nice and tight. Okay, halo. So elbows up. Keep a tight orbit. We should be grazing the back of the shoulders just a bit, but you shouldn't be going so deep that it's awkward to get out. Okay, figure 8 to a hold. I wonder who's going to own up to that one. Okay, we're on our lunges. Okay, we're back to around the body, 30 seconds. Back to our goat bags. Halos. Figure 8 to a hold. And alternating lunges. Shoulders down and back. Make sure you're taking a big enough step that you're able to load into the back of that front foot. Heel should not be coming off the floor of that front foot. Okay, last round, round the body. Goat bags. Prop those elbows up, halo. Figure eights. Make sure you're working on staying long through the spine. Don't curl over. And we gotta jump that handle to that opposite hand. And alternating lunges last time. Okay. Fabulous. Okay. So we're going to move on to our long cycle training, which we're going to do single bell today. We're going to do 30 seconds of cleans. Keep that elbow tucked in. Does not come off the body. Elbow stays in contact with the body. Okay, we got to use the legs and hips to create that lift, right? Not the arm. 30 seconds of cleans, 30 seconds of pause jerks. So we just need a slight pause on the landing and then follow through, back into the rack, pause, follow through, pause, follow through. And then the last 30 seconds will be clean and jerk, cycle through, and then we'll switch right over to the opposite side. We'll go into our cleans, we'll go into our jerks, we'll go into our clean and jerks, 30, 30, 30. And then we'll set down for 30 seconds just to break, and we'll do that 2 more times. So 3 total rounds of that. So, bell weight, something that's sort of like a middle weight or a weight that you're currently working on, something that's not overly challenging, but let's not make this a fluff and puff workout. Make sure it's a weight that's gonna challenge you a little bit, okay? All right. So 30, 30, 30. Okay, 10 seconds and we'll get started here. Okay, hips back, back flat, here we go. Just cleans. Don't take all day with these. We need a slight pause in the rack and then right back out. Emphasize that exhale on the landing. So we inhale and then long exhale on the landing. Okay, into our pause jerks. Slight pause, follow through, back in. Clean and jerk. Again, keep that elbow close on those cleans. Make sure you're keeping connection on that dip. We want to let the body bump the bell. Switch arms, cleans. Pause jerks. Clean and jerk. Okay, 30-second breather. Those of you who are a little further along in your kettlebell training and you work with a larger spectrum of bells, if you started light, feel free to increase your weight a little bit. Ten seconds. All right, back to our cleans. First arm. Pause jerks. Okay, clean and jerk. And switch sides. Back to our cleans. Pause jerks. Clean and jerk. And set it down. So we got one more round to go. Please, as a courtesy to the other participants, please mute your microphone during the workout sets as we go through this. Okay, last round. Here we go. Back to our cleans. Pause jerks. And clean and jerk. Switch sides. Pause jerks. Clean and jerk, last time. Boom! And that's it for our long cycle. Yay! Okay. All right, grab some water. And we're gonna finish off with some windmills, a simple windmill countdown, air on the lighter side, unless you really like these and you do them often on your own. And you feel like you can do a heavier weight. So, we need to bring that weight into the overhead position, standard overhead position, shoulders down and back, and we've got that 45-degree full insertion. We're going to widen that stance, toes angled away from the bell, heels angled towards the bell. We treat this like a hinge. So we're hinging at the waist, keeping long through the spine, but we're directing the hips towards that bell. So I'm going to shift my hips under the bell, and I'm going to try to keep my torso in front of my legs. So a common mistake here is to literally bend at the side and articulate through the vertebrae. We don't want to do that. We're trying to focus on, today at least, and the way that we do it. Focus on keeping that length of the spine, neutral spine, and we need to shift the torso away from directly to the side. We need to spin that in front a little bit so that we can move sufficiently through the hip joint in order to clear the leg and be able to move down here through this range of motion while keeping that spine long. Hopefully that makes sense and wasn't too wordy. So shift the hips out. You're going to reach a point where you feel like maximal stretch tension on the inside of that forward leg. That's going to let you know that you've gone as far as you can go. And then as opposed to just lifting your body up, I actually want you to think about initiating by pulling your hips back underneath you and then rectifying yourself. So we need 10 reps, eyes on the bell, and then 10 reps, other side, shift the hips, eyes on the bell, okay, and then 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, all the way down to 1, 1. A lot of people will tell you you have to do this with legs straight. Who says? It's actually a bit more optimal for you to have that forward knee slightly bent. That's going to allow you for more hip range of motion as opposed to keeping that knee locked. It's no different than doing a standard hinge. We don't deadlift with our knees locked unless you're doing a rounded back deadlift, which is a whole nother story. So anyways, if you got your bell, let's hop to it. Windmills, 10 per side, 9 per side, 8 per side, all the way down to 1 per side. Slow on the way down, but really get those glutes working on the way up. Pull those hips in. Don't be too wishy-washy with your balance. You shouldn't feel like your weight is shifting a lot between your feet. We want to keep the weights pretty evenly dispersed through the feet as we go all the way down, as we come all the way up. Key thing as you're coming down, don't allow your thumb to roll forward. Because if you lose that bell, that's the trajectory you're going to lose it. That thumb's going to roll forward and you're going to lose it that way. So you always want to think about, as you're coming down, keeping a little bit of pressure, thinking about keeping that thumb turned back a little bit. And that's going to help you stay in control of that bell. Some of you may have a hard time with this one. You can't find the right trajectory, or you're limited in your hip range of motion. Maybe you got some tight hip flexors, and that causes everything to just twist and rotate on the way down, and you can't find that right trajectory. For those people, I always recommend doing your hip shifts. So from a half kneeling stance, but same idea. So you're going to shift the hips out and just plant the hand. I find this works better for those people who have an issue with the windmills. And we're accomplishing much the same things.
Guide yourself down, not too fast. You need to allow yourself enough time to find that right groove, that right trajectory. Again, pull those hips in. Keep your eyes on that bell. You should be at least halfway there. Make sure you're not rushing it. Three, two, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 1. 1. Woo! Shocker, Abe's already done. Ah! You're looking good, guys. Again, make sure you're not rushing, guide yourself down. Really pay attention to those feedback cues from your hamstrings and from your feet, right? You want to make sure that that balance is staying consistent through the foot. Okay, so we got 1 or 2 people still finishing up, but that's okay. You guys go ahead and finish up, and we won't go through a stretching sequence today, but make sure that you do that on your own. Loosen up, maybe hop on a roller. I hope you found that went smoothly and you enjoyed it, and we will catch you guys at the next one.